Hello, I am Casey Coons, one of the librarians at ESF's Moon Library. This video will show you how to find Moon Library resources when off campus, such as when you're in your dorm room or apartment, if you're an off-campus student, if you're at another library, or in one of Syracuse's many charming coffee shops. The main thing to remember when accessing academic resources from off-campus is to always start with the Moon Library website. You can find the Moon Library website at the URL www.esf.edu/moonlib, as shown here. This is because many of the databases and other resources available to students, faculty, and staff through the Moon Library website use this site as a means to authenticate you as an authorized user. As an example of what happens if I do not do this, I'm going to go directly to a popular science database called Science Direct. And I'm going to do a search for a topic here. I'm going to search for climate change. And as we scroll down here, we can see that we can access some of the articles that are available in this database. Now I will go to Science Direct using the Moon Library website. To do this, I'm going to click on the databases link here below the search bar and find the Science Direct link in this list of popular databases. The first time that you access any Moon Library database or an article contained within, you'll be taken to the SUNY ESF off-campus library access page, where you're given two choices on how to log in. If you have an ESF ID, which if you are a faculty, staff, or student, you do, you want to click Log in with ESF ID. This is going to take you to a login that you might be familiar from other places. Here you want to log in with your ESF ID, not your SU ID if you have one. So make sure to include the @esf.edu and enter your password. Then this will probably take you to the... Once you have logged into the off-campus access using your ESF ID, as we just went through, you should have a cookie saved with your web browser that means you don't have to do it again. So just to demonstrate, I'm going to do a search for climate change using Primo, our search service. And I'm going to pick a book. Off-campus access will get you access to all of the materials that Moon Library has to offer, but that's hardly all of the research that's available. And yet, my assertion earlier that you should never pay for any research holds. Moon Library will get resources from other libraries through a process called interlibrary loan. The system is vast and largely automatic and can deliver full books or electronic articles or excerpts from books. Typically, an article request will be fulfilled in a day or two, and a book, which goes through the post, could take a few days. In order to use interlibrary loan, you'll need an ILL account. This is a separate account than the others that you use at ESF, and one that you have to set up for yourself. Back on the Moon Library website, we can access this by going to the Resources menu and selecting Interlibrary Loan. From here, we can log into our account if we have one, or we can create an account by clicking First Time User, click here. And again, click the button First Time Users, click here, after the copyright notice. And then you are asked to fill out a large form that includes a lot of information, including your ESF ID number off of your ID card, your email address, and your dwelling address. I want to draw attention here to the fact that you choose a username and a password when you set up this account. And I highly encourage you to select the same username as you have for your ESF ID and potentially the same password too, just to keep them in your memory and not forget them. As you'll see in a minute, I didn't do this when I set up my own ILL account, and it often throws me for a loop. Once you have an ILL account and you type in your username and password that you defined in that earlier form. And here you can interface with your interlibrary loan account. You can see the items that you have checked out, electronically received articles. You can download articles here, and you can track the current requests that you have and see what the status is of those requests. You can also request items directly from this interface. So we'll try to request an article here. New request article, link down on the side there. And here you want to fill out the form to give as much information as you can about the resource that you want. So we require the title of the book and the title of the article in the case of an article. So the name of the article and the name of the journal it's in. We want to know the year of publication. Authors are also good. One of the most important things that you can give us is the ISBN or ISSN number for the book or the journal. This you can usually find by looking up the book or journal. It should be included with metadata if you just look them up. And once you fill that out, you just hit submit request, and the request will be sent out, and we'll find the item and we will get it to you either through your email or through the post. The big search bar on the Moon Library website is connected to Primo. Primo is our search service, and it is connected to all of the databases that Moon Library subscribes to. It provides a single search interface for all of the books and articles available to you through the library. It has many powerful features that allow you to narrow down your search results in order to find the best resource suited to your needs. Primo works best when you are logged into it. It provides the widest access to available resources, and it allows you to request items directly for interlibrary loan, where it will fill out the ILL form on your behalf. In order to log into Primo, we need to go there. So I'm going to do a search for climate change. And then this is the Primo results list. Whenever you go to the Primo results list and you are not logged in, you'll see this yellow bar at the top encouraging you to sign in. You can either click this sign in button here, or you can sign in the upper right up here. The first time that you do this, you may be taken to this blue page, the SUNY Secure Sign-On, where it asks you what campus that you're at. And what we need to do is choose this one here, Inveer, Sci, and Forestry. And if we click this Remember Campus, then we should never be taken to this page again. And then we're back at the familiar sign-in. A note, depending on your browser, if you've already signed in to your ESF account via going through and accessing a database directly, you may automatically get signed into Primo. Similarly, you may automatically get signed into the off-campus access if you signed into Primo. Or you may not. It's a little fiddly. But now that I'm signed into Primo, I can see I'm signed in because I can see my name here. I could access my library card. I could see the loans that I have out. I could also see if I've got any fines. And I could also see if I have any interlibrary loan requests. To close, I want to share some of the additional resources available on the Moon Library website. Here you notice this blue button that says Chat with a Librarian. This will take you to a chat room where you can get live help from a librarian on any issue you might be having with Access, research, Blackboard, or other questions. Under the research guides, we'll find guides to a great many topics, including subject topics and library services. I recommend that you check out this guide on citation managers and set one up. Now for a quick review of all the topics we've covered in this video. To access a database when off campus, go to the database from the Moon Library website or via Primo. To log into off-campus access or to log into Primo, log in using your ESF ID. To use Interlibrary Loan, you need to create a separate account. And you can also find lots of guides and chat with a librarian on the Moon Library website. Thank you very much for watching.